of this, for example. All right, where is it at? Okay, here's one. He's got the profile. Here's another. I don't think that's one. I don't think this is a good example. Let me go into the nads on Twitter. Let's see if this guy... Anyway, I can't really show you it now, but if you go onto most of the tweets on things related to Monad, you'll see that everyone in the comments is engaging, and a lot of them have these specific profiles. Now, if you go on Discord and you go into the chat here, you can see that most of these people have the Monad profile. So you can see this guy does. I don't think that guy does. This one does. It has the Monad hat. Not that one. Anyway, you get the idea. Is that one good? Yep, that's a Monad one. A lot of these are Monad ones, but it's sort of hard to tell, right? Like, that's probably a Monad one, but it's sort of hard to tell. But the Monad vibe is basically like a purple Pepe, right? Any of these purpley pink color ones are probably related to the sort of specific Monad culture. Okay, so you get the idea. Now, to summarize what I've just said, the community is one of the most important components of, fundamental analysis, because it's ultimately the community which does most of the marketing in order to attract people to buy the token. And the community are the people holding the token, and what they do with their tokens is the most important. If a community is weak, they will sell a 2x. If the community is really strong, the token will go 100x and they won't even sell. And the goal is to find small coins with really strong communities, really passionate people with their own culture, their own lore, where the team is a master at selling the dream. They create mass hypnosis like Richard Hart. They are able to create culture at scale. They're maximizing for attracting and creating useful holders, and they're able to curate a thriving developer ecosystem, right? If all of those components are able to be ticked off and the coin is early, then you have found a gem which is worth accumulating, okay? And it doesn't really matter what sector of the coin is in. If there's a die-hard community behind it, it's there for a reason. They must think something is being built here. And so the bigger the team can grow their Ponzi through having these things, which is like super important, the more money that you can make, the higher the token price is going to go. So finding a strong community is all about getting your hands dirty as well and navigating through the trenches. So how are you going to figure out if a coin has a good community? Well, you're going to have to get your hands dirty. You're going to have to do what I do, like go into the Discord, spend time conversating, right? Follow the Twitter, Discord, Telegram accounts of all the social medias of this particular project, right? See what is it quality people, right? What type of people hang out here? If you're trying to find a wife and you're in the club and they're all hoes, you probably shouldn't be there. If you're trying to find a wife and you're in the mall and there's wives everywhere, then that's where you should be hanging out. And that's what you should be spending your time on. So, is there high quality people in the community? Cool, probably something you should look to invest into. A strong community must be felt through first-hand experience. And I want to relate something back that I forgot to mention to the importance of developers. Developers are incredibly important because it's the developers who build the shit that people end up using. And Microsoft, there's a guy behind Microsoft who I think he was like one of the main sales guys behind Microsoft. I think his job was to motivate all the tech guys I'm not sure exactly, but basically there's a recording of him here where he's just shouting the word developers over and over and over again. And I want to show it to you.
Okay, so what is the $64,000 question? Holy cow, I'm going to have to tough it up now. Here we go. What's the $64,000 question for the field? What is the most asked question that I've received this week? What the hell are we supposed to do about .NET, Steve? It's a very good question, and it's got a very, very clear answer. Developers. The key to .NET, the key to industry transformation, the key to success is developers, 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 developers. Yes.
So basically, I hope you could hear that. What was the key to building the internet? Well, it's developers, because developers build the shit that you use. What's the key to building a successful crypto project? Developers. How do you bring developers? Well, you need a community. You need a strong community. You need a certain culture and a vibe and a law that attracts nerds to build shit. How do you attract the community? Well, you also need developers, right? How do you bring smart people together? Well, you need smart people. How do you get those? Well, you need smart people. It's like a chicken or the egg problem. But look, developers are important because they build the future. So when you're looking at a project, you need to look at how much of a thriving developer community is there. This is why Solana has been able to come back and make a major comeback. It's because it has a thriving developer ecosystem. Every year, they have these hackathons and they have a Breakpoint conference. And the hackathons and the Breakpoint conference are consistently, year over year, even if it's bull or bear market, attracting not only more developers, but more just general participants of the conference. Okay, there's more projects building, there's more submissions for hackathons, more contestants. It's all just up, up, and up. And that is what has been able to have Solana be successful. It's attracting this developer and community that these other protocols aren't able to build. Right? Outside of Ethereum, all these other layer ones have been shit. Neo, Cardano, Ripple, they're all shit. But Solana comes along and it actually has a chance at dethroning Ethereum because of the strength of its community in the how much its developer ecosystem is thriving. Okay? Now, let's see if I covered all of this. I think this is what I wanted to show you. So, another way that you can look at building a community is making your holders rich. So this is one last point I want to make. A community is strongest when its holders are all in profit. So if you have a token where you made all the VCs rich and you haven't made anyone from the actual community rich yet, they're not going to be super passionate and strong about the project. If you have a token where everyone who bought it has made money and it's just everyone's super happy and excited and made a bunch of money, that is a much stronger position to be in as a community, as a project, than if you fucking give all the money to VCs and the token's down 90%, right? Why is it that after a token has dropped 95%, it very rarely goes to new all-time highs? It's because they've just destroyed the community. They've lost the community all this money and they don't give a fuck anymore, and no one wants to buy that. You've lost your affiliates, probably. The diehard core holder base is probably left, and no one wants it anymore. Solana managed to escape this, I think, because it actually just has such a strong community that the price doesn't matter. But for most of these coins, the price is everything. So making your holders rich will build the strongest community of diehard fans because you did something for them. You helped them make money. They will help you. Okay? So when you're looking for coins to buy, If you're looking at something that's down 95%, it's odds are against you. If you're looking at a new, fresh, hot token where it's near all-time highs, the whole community's made money, that's a fucking gem, potentially. So yeah, that's everything about community. Hope you guys found this one interesting. Was a lot of depth to it, but there's a lot to cover in terms of community. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.